Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. Hits him with a stiff arm.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
That's it, fly. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he is going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Let's go. Lewis wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. Fighting off the defender. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Gibson. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Lewis to throw. Skips away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Gibson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Lee. Looking for room at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Dances away. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Throws to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Lewis to throw. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. And that's going to open up your running game later on.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle.
Oh, he's got some space. And the Buffaloes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. The Buffaloes get enough for the first down.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot, see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
Quarterback making checks. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Bucks! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Play of the drive comes from the 22. Defense looks like they're coming. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
He'll do it himself on the draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. From the gun, the ground game. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He get it down to the 35. drive before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety. So zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Now from inside the red zone. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Let's go. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Still looking on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own in great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado.
You You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. This time on target. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hayden. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bucks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that is incomplete.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
Lewis to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done.
Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
That makes the score Colorado 34, Clemson 28.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the inside. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll run play action. Looking for a deep man. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
He's got an open man. Passed it, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Charlotte is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up by 31 over Old Dominion. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds a little space. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Lewis wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This drive will open from the 15. Offense changing the play. Lewis to throw. Here's a heat. He slings it deep to the left.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Hayden.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be third and long. He might want another play. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver can get it.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Using his legs to buy some time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Lewis wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll leave it with him. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Direct snap. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught behind the line. It's Davidson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game. Here in the fourth quarter, one possession game, every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Lewis to throw. Right down the middle. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continue to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Colorado!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. Going over the top. Pick off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lane. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Houston is on a tear right now. Almost reminds me of the days of the old run-and-shoot offense there at U of H.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Denson. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller,
and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught downfield. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field.